Inside her Summerlin neighborhood restaurant, Honey Salt, we meet Elizabeth Blau.
Well, thank you for having Java with Jamie.
Cheers.
Cheers. These are beautiful mugs.
Thank you.
How do you take your coffee?
Black.
Me too. At least this morning.
The James Beard Award nominee feels right at home in this space, inspired by her family.
Honey Salt is a labor of love. It's a neighborhood restaurant. It's farm-to-table inspired. It's really the way that we like to eat. You have the healthy, the indulgent, but everything on the menu is something that either is inspired by myself, my husband, our son Cole. It's just fun, and it's not only part of the neighborhood, but really part of the Las Vegas community.
Blau came to Las Vegas 3 decades ago to expand the New York-based Le Cirque brand.
Well, and Las Vegas community has changed quite a bit over the years. Is that an understatement?
That is a huge understatement. I mean, for somebody that's been here for 30 years and just watched this city transition from, what was a gaming destination to, our shows, our residencies, of course, our restaurants, but even our spas and our shopping. We have it all.
Well, let's talk about the restaurants, because I have had so many people contact me when I said I was sitting down with you who went, oh my God, she took the city from $1.99 buffets to celebrity chefs.
Aww. And we were opening the Bellagio, which I think was really the pivotal property that, kind of changed the whole dynamic of the city. I remember standing on the Strip with Andre Bocelli and Steve Wynn while they were testing the fountains and playing his song, which became the theme song. So it was really an incredible time, and so everything was about the best of the best.
Do you ever pinch yourself?
All the time.
You can't believe it either?
When you get to do something that you love and you're passionate about, most of the time when you get to do it with your husband, it's wonderful, but there are times that I want to pinch Kim.
Her husband is Chef Kim Cantinwalla, who before opening Honey Salt with Blau was the executive chef of the MGM Grand. The two now work on giving back to the community, with Blau focused on the Women's Hospitality Initiative, which she founded in 2020.
In this day and age, when over 50% of people attending culinary schools and hotel schools are women, but yet less than 7% are ever going to go on to be a chef or a restaurant owner, those numbers aren't, tolerable. And so, kind of working together, men and women working together to figure out how to focus on education, on mentorship, on advocacy, so that our women are moving ahead in equal rates to men.
Blau's passion comes from her own experience coming up in the industry.
I can't imagine 30 years ago coming to a city like this and being a woman.
There will be a book, and there are some fabulous stories, and even 30 years ago, even things like that were funny, like the strip clubs, they weren't all over America like they are now, and so you can imagine when the chefs came to town, we were able to have a lot of fun, but also achieve a lot of really incredible, serious things in this town.
What do you hope its future looks like?
I think that, we've got to continue on education, and we've got UNLV, so we've got, a great university here. And I think as we continue to expand, both on the Strip and off the Strip, I think it's the neighborhoods. I think it's having the support services. I think it's the farms that are starting to come up, even, whether they're greenhouses, starting to, focus on sustainability. I think that just, kind of makes us an incredibly important and impactful culinary destination.
Elizabeth was really hoping that the Super Bowl would shed a light on Las Vegas for those who maybe haven't visited or only come and visit the Strip itself. Her restaurant, Honey Salt's about 20-25 minutes off the Strip, and she says that's what Southern Californians, when they come to visit, should do, is actually try to enter some of the neighborhoods and see some of the culinary scene that's happening away from the Strip, because there are just some really special places. Also, if you're flying in or out of Las Vegas at the airport, if you go into the Centurion Lounge, if you're one of those lucky Amex card holders, you'll see that she and her husband have consulted. You'll see Honey Salt on a number of the menu items, and they've consulted with the Centurion Lounge to bring some of the food from their restaurant to those who are traveling in and out of Las Vegas, guys.
She brings up such a good point, too, about the female restaurateurs and how few of them there are despite their training.
I loved that about her. You know, if you really think about it, we had the opportunity yesterday too to go to the players tailgate ahead of the Super Bowl, where we met a number of celebrity chefs who were women, and a lot of them, you know, have children, and they said it's a really hard balance. They rely a lot on their spouse, or in some cases their parents, to help with childcare, because if you think about chefs, they're working, you know, those late hours or early morning, and so it's really hard to balance being a mom and the restaurant at the same time. So she's really dedicated to trying to get more support services around women so that there will be more female ownership in these restaurants and running the hospitality industry here in Las Vegas.
I love it. It's such a great sneak peek at something that not everyone is doing. Jamie, thank you for bringing us that story.